When a family becomes involved with social services and the family court system, the one thing that shocks them more than anything else is when their pleas for help and assistance go unnoticed, ignored. In fact, if anything, the only things they do come out with, usually in court at the very last minute, is a load of lies and a load of false evidence against you. And you just haven't a clue where any of this comes from. You haven't had time to prepare a case against it, and you haven't had time to argue with it. So what we try to do is to prepare parents for all this. You don't know, a lot of cases, you don't know what they're going to say in court. You have to play the game by the same rules as they do. You don't tell them what you're going to say in the court. Now, I know a lot of people on Facebook are wanting to give everybody the right advice, but keep in mind a lot of these people on Facebook have an agenda. It's their own political agenda. And whereas these guys are doing crucial work, admirable work, and they are to be respected for what they're trying to do, they should keep people out of it. Parents who are in proceedings should not take part in any political demonstrations or any political movement whatsoever. It will definitely go against them in the court. No matter how righteous it might be, it will go against you personally in court. So when these groups, like women's groups, men's groups, all these political groups with their own self-interest groups, they are to be ignored. Your only concern is your child or your children. Sod everybody else. Their problems are not yours. You've got enough problems without taking anyone else's on. If you go into a court, or if you are contacting a solicitor and you're telling them their job, well, you should do that because of this statute in law, or because this is a child's right, or because this is a law that should be respected, and this is a procedure that you're forced to go through by law, they will just laugh at you. They don't have to listen to you, and they don't need you to tell them their job. They're dealing with the case the way that they see fit. And if you start going against them, they're going to go against you when it gets into court. A lot of people complain, well, the solicitor didn't do what I asked them to do, or the barrister didn't say what I wanted them to say. Well, there's probably a good reason for that, because if they did, it would come across like they're trying to tell the judge their own job. There's only one judge in a court, and it's definitely not you guys. Just keep that in mind. When you go to the court, you've got to be the victim, not the aggressor, and certainly not the perpetrator. Because in order to get your child away from you, they must make up stories, which the vast majority of these stories are absolute fabrication. And what they're doing is just encouraging you to say something and do things which will put you in a position in a court where you look like you're aggressive, uncooperative, and challenging. And all the solicitors and the social workers need to say is, well, they were challenging and confrontational, and they were just disputing and arguing about everything. We couldn't work with them. And the judge says, well, okay, well, fair enough. If you couldn't work with them, what do you have? This is where they win every time. Because if you cannot cooperate with these people, or if you're seen to be arguing with them all the time, they will just tell the judge they couldn't do anything. So this is the evidence that you have, that they have, and they will pass that on to the judge. And the judge will make their decision based on what evidence they do have in front of them. And it's definitely not what you want them to say.